So, hello everyone, welcome to today's webinar all about Phatak Repertory Part 2. Many of you were demanding me to make the video on Phatak Repertory one more time. So, here it is, the video on Phatak Repertory. So, without wasting any time, let's start discussing the rubric. What I have used, from my previous video, I used to use Phatak Repertory a lot. So, let's start. Dandruff Scaly. This was a case of with a dandruff. There is profuse dandruff. you know the rubric, we have dandruff, scaly and profuse. Every time he used to scratch his head, a scaly and profuse dandruff came out. It's of sanicula. Interesting. I've given sanicula in 30 potency for 7 days OD, and it has worked a lot. So let's try one more rubric. So fear dark opposing ion. So let's search fear. So let's search Phatak. Fear darkness of closing ion. This was a case of 7-year child. When he used to close his eyes, he has a fear. Oh my god. I think we have given carboanabilis at last, because he's such that fear, It's a PQRS symptom, fear on closing the eyes. I had fear. It's of carboanabilis. It will work. So our next rubric will be our urine sand brown. Let's open Phatak. Urine sandy brown. It's not brown, it's sandy brown. It's of sulfur iode. It's a rare medicine, but I have used it. Sulfur iodine. Interesting. Now our next rubric will be so food, drinks, milk, warm milk aggravate. Warm milk aggravate. So particularly this, this was a case of constipation. Whenever he used to drink that warm milk, next 7 to 8 days his stool doesn't pass off. It's of ambragracia. We generally didn't think of this type of remedies. It's of ambragracia. So dilution, eat he cannot. Yes, this is an interesting rubric. I cannot eat it. I have lots of problem in my throat. I cannot do that. It's like that. And let me check out once. So this was the rubric. Imagination, illusion, fantasy, delusion, eat cannot. It's to myristica. You won't get this in any other repertory. So nails around. In any affection, there is affection nails around. It can be any affection. Let's see what's coming. That's a Phatak. Nails around. Any affection. It's a sorinum. I remember the case of paranoia, which is around the nails, and I give a sorinum. Blindlessly, I gave him this medicine. It will work. It has to work. Interesting. So our next rubric will be awake sleep cannot. Once he awake from the sleep by any disturbance, he cannot sleep again. That's the PQRS. So let's search it down. Let's open Phatak. This was a rubric. This I have used in one case. It's of Nux Omega. Once he awakes at 3 to 4 p.m., this was a case, we cannot get sleep back. Interesting. Generally we did, but that's the PQRS. That's the beauty of homeopathy, Bites pillow. This was a case of insanity where a girl used to bite the pillow. Who bites it? Let's say Phatak. Only in Phatak and nail repertory has that. It's of lycopodium and phosphorus. I think we have given as phosphorus. Interesting. So fine dust, fine dust, fine air. Fine air, dust, aggravate. Dust in fine air, that's aggravate. It's of belladonna. We never will think of that. Generally, we used to give the medicine like, pathos or something, but it didn't work. Give belladonna in this type of case. It will work. It has to work. Flatulence dysmenorrhea. This case, along with dysmenorrhea, there is concomitant, that is a flatulence during dysmenorrhea. So let's check down once. Flatulence. Search water. Wait a second. Let's search Phatak, dysmenorrhea. This is the rubric. Painful dysmenorrhea, flatulence with. It's a viburnum opulus. Interesting rubric. Interesting medicine. Viburnum opulus. Interesting. I've used it one time. Interesting. Flatulence, bath after. That's this rubric. After. Bath after flatulence. That's a Phatak. After the bath, he has a lots of complaint of flatulence. It's of calcarea silicata. We never will think of that. So that's it. That's all I know about Phatak repertory till now. At last, I want to show reverence to all my gurus who taught me so much. You can contact me, NISHANT@mailbox@gmail.com, and do subscribe to my channel.